Have you ever wondered why some small, everyday habits can have such a big impact on your health, happiness, and even family harmony? As we grow older, we all long for a peaceful, healthy, and happy life surrounded by loved ones. Yet, many of us face unexpected challenges. Our health weakens, our savings seem to disappear, and family harmony feels out of reach. This video uncovers ancient wisdom that holds the keys to overcoming these struggles. 2 meals not to eat, 3 places not to sleep, and 4 places not to stay. These teachings are not just old sayings but practical advice that can transform your life. Stay with us until the end to discover how applying these simple yet profound principles has brought remarkable changes to others. Better health, restored prosperity, and stronger family bonds. These lessons might be the key to unlocking the peace and joy you've been searching for. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video. You can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know, so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. 2 meals not to eat. Life, no matter how long or short, is made up of countless meals and seemingly ordinary moments that carry profound lessons. Every meal we share, and every moment we live, offers an opportunity for reflection and insight. Yet, among these seemingly insignificant experiences, some moments stand out. Meals that, if chosen poorly, can leave a lingering sense of regret or even unforeseen consequences. It is through the wisdom of our ancestors that we are taught to be cautious of 2 particular meals. These meals, once understood, hold the key to avoiding unnecessary struggles and finding greater peace and ease in our lives. The first meal, a prearranged banquet. Dear friends, life, in all its beauty, does not give anything for free. Every gift, every favor, every offer requires discernment. Picture this. One day, you find yourself invited into an acquaintance's home, and upon arrival, you are greeted with a lavish banquet already set on the table, its aroma filling the air. At first glance, this gesture might appear to be one of kindness, an act of hospitality and generosity. But pause for a moment. What lies beneath the surface of this seemingly thoughtful gesture? If we were to sit down hastily, eagerly indulging in the feast before us without considering the circumstances, we may unknowingly place ourselves in a position of vulnerability. What if the banquet is not simply an act of kindness but an attempt to bind us with obligations we are not ready for? After the meal, we might find ourselves cornered, unable to refuse a request or favor that feels impossible to decline. Worse yet, the cost of the meal may not be measured in money but in something far more valuable: our dignity, our time, or even our sense of self. Our ancestors warned us with the adage, "Don't enjoy rewards without effort." This is the essence of the prearranged banquet. The meal, while seemingly generous, may come with hidden strings attached, strings that can tighten around us when we least expect it. It's not always about being ungrateful. It's about exercising caution and understanding the deeper motives behind such gestures. Not all who offer kindness do so with pure intent. Sometimes, what appears to be a gift is, in fact, a carefully crafted trap. This is why, in moments like these, the wisdom of our elders speaks loudest. A polite but firm refusal can be the greatest act of wisdom. It is not a rejection of the host's kindness but an act of self-preservation. By carefully considering the true nature of the offering, we protect ourselves from unnecessary complications and safeguard our peace of mind. A well-timed refusal can spare us from obligations that would otherwise weigh heavily on our shoulders, leaving us free to focus on what truly matters. So, the next time you find yourself faced with a prearranged banquet, take a moment to pause. Reflect on the situation with mindfulness and ask yourself, what are the hidden motives here? What might I be asked to give in return? In doing so, you may discover that the greatest gift is not the feast before you but the wisdom to walk away when the price of acceptance exceeds the value of the meal. The second meal, a leftover feast. Have you ever found yourself walking into a gathering where the meal has already concluded? You enter the room only to be met by the sight of empty plates, half-filled glasses, and remnants of food scattered about. The guests, having already finished their portions, are now engaged in conversations, their appetites long satisfied. The hosts, perhaps out of politeness or an attempt to be hospitable, might invite you to partake in the leftover food. But let's face it, the meal has essentially ended. You've missed the lively atmosphere of the initial gathering, the exchange of laughter, and the joy of shared moments at the table. Now, sitting down to an almost finished meal feels awkward. The lively energy that once filled the space has dwindled, leaving behind the remnants of what was once fresh, warm, and inviting. You're left with food that no longer has the same meaning, the same warmth, the same invitation. As you reach for the leftover food, there's an unsettling feeling that lingers in the air. You can't help but feel like you're intruding on something that has already passed its prime. It's no longer a meal shared in joy. It's just a second-hand offering. You might think that leftover food is harmless, that it's just food, after all. But consuming these leftovers can carry a deeper, more subtle weight. It can suggest that you're accepting something that others have already discarded, that you're willing to settle for what was once plentiful but is now a mere shadow of what it was. This can extend beyond just the food. It can symbolize a lack of regard for your worth, for your ability to choose something that truly nourishes you, body, mind, and spirit. There's wisdom in knowing when to walk away from what's no longer fresh or meaningful. What's old, let it pass is a phrase that resonates with a deeper sense of respect for oneself. Why settle for leftovers when you deserve a full, nourishing experience? Respect yourself enough to avoid consuming what no longer serves you, be it in the form of food, relationships, or circumstances that no longer uplift your spirit. Just as you wouldn't hold on to expired food in your pantry, why hold on to the things that have lost their essence? True fulfillment comes when you honor yourself by choosing only what adds value to your life, not what's left behind out of habit or obligation. So, the next time you find yourself faced with leftovers, whether it's food or something else in your life, take a moment to reflect. Ask yourself, do I truly deserve this? Does it still serve me? And if the answer is no, walk away with the understanding that there is always something more fresh, more meaningful, and more aligned with your worth just around the corner. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 3 places not to sleep. Sleep is a fundamental part of life. Something so simple yet crucial in maintaining not only our physical health but also our mental peace and emotional well-being. It is during these precious hours of rest that our bodies rejuvenate, our minds reset, and our spirits find solace. Sleep is often a key to not just feeling better but to ensuring we are equipped to meet the challenges of the day ahead. However, there are times when we wake up in the morning, feeling unusually tired or uneasy, even after a full night of sleep. The source of this fatigue and discomfort may surprise you. It often lies in the environment we choose to rest in. Where we sleep, and how we arrange our surroundings, play a larger role in our well-being than we may realize. Let's explore 3 places that, surprisingly, are not ideal for a good night's rest. The first place, a room with fresh flowers or green plants. Fresh flowers and green plants are often seen as symbols of life, vitality, and tranquility. Their presence in a room can certainly brighten the space, enhance the aesthetic appeal, and even lift one's mood during the day. However, when it comes to sleeping at night, these natural elements may not be as beneficial as they seem. At night, plants, like all living things, continue to carry out respiration, a process that involves absorbing oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide. In a small, enclosed room, especially one with closed windows or insufficient ventilation, this can lead to a decrease in oxygen levels. The oxygen that you need for restful sleep can slowly be consumed by the plants, and the accumulation of carbon dioxide in the room can create a stifling atmosphere. This silent process can make the air feel heavy, leading to a feeling of suffocation, restlessness, or even disturbed sleep. While the plants may look lovely and contribute to the aesthetic ambience, they become little thieves of the very elements you need for a peaceful night's rest. If you enjoy having plants in your bedroom, consider moving them to another room or ensuring good airflow to mitigate the effects of this natural respiration process. The second place, a room with sharp objects. Sharp objects, regardless of how neatly they are tucked away in a corner or hidden from plain view, have a unique way of influencing the atmosphere of a room. Even if you can't directly see them, their mere presence can bring an underlying sense of unease, quietly affecting the energy in the space. In the ancient practice of feng shui, which seeks to create harmony and balance in living environments, sharp tools, especially knives, scissors, and any other cutting implements, hold a significant, often unsettling meaning. These objects are seen as symbols of killing energy, a force that is believed to disrupt the flow of positive qi, life energy, in your home. The sharpness of these tools isn't just physical. It extends metaphorically to their ability to cut through the serenity of a room. The implication is that such items can stir an atmosphere of aggression, tension, and disharmony. When sharp objects are left exposed or stored in a way that they dominate the visual space, they can create an almost subconscious undercurrent of stress, making it difficult for the inhabitants to relax fully. This disturbance is particularly noticeable during sleep when the mind is at its most vulnerable and sensitive to external energies. The consequences of keeping sharp objects in such a manner aren't just theoretical, they can have tangible effects on daily life. Feng Shui suggests that their presence can disrupt restful sleep, as the body and mind pick up on the disruptive energy they project. Over time, this subtle tension can build up, leading to increased irritability, a sense of unease, and even the feeling that something is amiss, even if it's hard to pinpoint exactly why. More than just affecting individual well-being, the presence of sharp objects in certain spaces can extend their influence on relationships within the household. The notion of killing energy isn't just about physical harm, it encompasses emotional and psychological harm as well. Families may experience increased friction or arguments, as the negative energy associated with sharp objects begins to affect interpersonal dynamics. The room, instead of being a sanctuary of peace and relaxation, can become a place of heightened conflict, where negative emotions are more easily triggered. In summary, even if they are seemingly harmless or well hidden, sharp objects can have a significant impact on the energy of a space. In Feng Shui, the belief is that their presence, whether visible or not, can disrupt peace, create tension, and affect the overall well-being of those who inhabit the room. Whether it's through restless sleep or heightened family conflict, their energy is something to be mindful of, especially when it comes to creating a harmonious and balanced environment. The third place, a room with sacred statues. When it comes to creating a peaceful and restorative environment in our homes, the arrangement of our sacred symbols plays an important role. Sacred statues, whether of deities, Buddha, or other revered figures, hold immense spiritual energy. Placing these statues, particularly in the bedroom, especially near the bed, is not only inappropriate but can also be considered disrespectful. Bedrooms are meant to be spaces of rest and tranquility, where we can recharge and reconnect with our inner selves. The powerful energy that sacred statues emanate might disrupt this harmony, creating a sense of unease, restlessness, or even tension, which can affect the quality of our sleep and overall sense of peace. The importance of maintaining health, self-respect, and inner peace cannot be overstated. Often, these aspects of our well-being start with small, thoughtful choices that we make in our daily lives. The way we organize and arrange our living spaces can either foster tranquility and comfort or contribute to stress and unease. It is essential to live simply, honestly, and with intention, cherishing what truly matters and focusing on what nourishes our hearts, minds, and bodies. The root of fatigue, illness, and insecurity can often be traced back to the subtle influences of our environment. How we arrange our surroundings, especially in spaces where we rest and rejuvenate, plays a vital role in determining our physical and mental health. There are 3 distinct places in our living environments where it is considered unwise to sleep. Each of these places carries a profound lesson on maintaining peace and tranquility, reminding us that even in the smallest moments, we can cultivate harmony in our lives. Take a moment to reflect on your bedroom. Do you have plants in the room? While plants can bring life and beauty, some types may carry conflicting energies, especially if they are too close to your sleeping area. Are there sharp objects, such as knives, hidden away in drawers or left out in the open? These items, while seemingly harmless, can symbolize danger or unease and disturb the peaceful flow of energy in your sacred space. More importantly, are sacred items, such as statues or images of revered figures, placed where they truly belong? Sacred symbols should be treated with respect and placed in spaces designated for them, where they can inspire, rather than disturb, the peace of the living space. Sometimes, the smallest of changes in our environment can lead to profound shifts in our lives. A simple adjustment in how we arrange our sacred objects, or decluttering the space to remove any items that create negative energy, can be all it takes to reclaim deep, restorative sleep, cultivate tranquility, and greet each morning with a sense of vibrancy and peace. Remember, a harmonious environment reflects a harmonious mind and spirit, and creating such spaces is an act of self-love and care. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. For places where one should not live. A house is more than just a physical structure that shields us from the elements. It is meant to be a sanctuary, a place where we retreat to seek peace, comfort, and rest after the daily challenges of life. However, a house only transforms into a true home when it provides not only shelter but also an environment that nurtures the soul and promotes tranquility. Our ancestors, through generations of wisdom, have imparted knowledge about certain places where one should refrain from living. These places, according to ancient teachings, can invite misfortune, disrupt harmony, and hinder the flow of prosperity. Understanding these principles and avoiding such situations can ensure that your home remains a haven of blessings, love, and security for your family. Here are 4 such places that one should avoid when choosing a home. 1. Houses with the main door aligned with the back door. Imagine walking into a house where the front door opens directly into the back door, with nothing to interrupt the straight line between the two. This seemingly simple arrangement can have far-reaching effects on the energy within the home. In feng shui, this layout is considered to disrupt the flow of vital energy, often leading to financial struggles and a sense of constant instability. The front door is symbolic of the entry point for prosperity and blessings, but when aligned directly with the back door, it is as if these blessings and opportunities enter only to immediately exit, leaving little behind. In such homes, families may experience an unsettling feeling of instability, as wealth and good fortune appear to slip away. Financial difficulties can arise, and even those with stable incomes may struggle to build savings or maintain a sense of security. This imbalance can also affect personal relationships. The open flow between the front and back doors leaves the home exposed, allowing for a lack of privacy, which in turn disrupts the intimacy and trust between family members. A spouse may feel that their matters are too easily accessible to outsiders, leading to tension and misunderstanding. Furthermore, the constant flow of energy through the front and back doors can also lead to the depletion of vitality within the home. Families may feel emotionally drained, experiencing a lack of mental and physical energy, which can result in irritability, fatigue, and discontent. Advice: if your house has a front door aligned with the back door, there are steps you can take to remedy the situation. Consider installing a screen, curtain, or divider between the 2 doors to create a barrier that will prevent the flow of energy from dispersing too quickly. By doing so, you can ensure that positive energy and blessings remain in the home, contributing to both your financial well-being and the harmony of your relationships. In feng shui, maintaining the integrity of the space and protecting the flow of energy is essential to creating a peaceful and prosperous environment. 2. Houses with an altar facing the bathroom. The altar holds immense spiritual significance in a home, often regarded as the most sacred space where family members can honor their ancestors. It is a place of reverence and gratitude, where prayers and offerings are made in acknowledgement of the blessings and guidance passed down through generations. The energy and intention of this space are vital for maintaining harmony and prosperity within the household. In traditional feng shui, the placement of the altar is not just a matter of convenience, but one that deeply affects the flow of energy, or qi, throughout the home. When an altar is positioned to face or is placed too near the bathroom, it disrupts the delicate balance of energy in the home. The bathroom, which is associated with water, waste, and the release of impurities, inherently carries negative energy. It is considered a space of cleansing, but its dampness and high humidity levels can create an environment that attracts bacteria, unpleasant odors, and a sense of stagnation. The bathroom's very purpose, disposing of waste and excess, conflicts with the sacred role of the altar, which is meant to invite positive, auspicious energy into the home. In feng shui, this misalignment is thought to not only dishonor the ancestors but to actively hinder the flow of good fortune. The negative energy from the bathroom can overpower the sacredness of the altar, leading to a series of unfortunate consequences for the family. Over time, this imbalance can manifest in the form of deteriorating health, financial struggles, and difficulties in personal relationships. The altar, which should be a source of protection and blessings, becomes a compromised space, unable to offer the familial blessings that are so crucial for prosperity and well-being. Advice: it is of utmost importance to place the altar in a quiet, serene, and clean area of the home, away from any source of negative or disruptive energy. Ideally, the altar should be located in a corner of the house that is protected from noise, mess, and the influence of bathrooms. A peaceful setting promotes a strong connection with the ancestors, ensuring that their blessings flow uninterrupted. By placing the altar in an appropriate location, you show deep respect for those who came before you, while also safeguarding your family's good fortune, health, and prosperity. The sacredness of this space should be maintained with utmost reverence, reflecting the importance of honoring the past to secure a prosperous future. 3. Houses with kitchens under beams. The kitchen holds a central place in any home, not just as a functional space for preparing meals, but also as a symbol of prosperity, abundance, and nurturing. It's where families gather to share meals, traditions, and important moments, making it a cornerstone of family life. In the context of feng shui, the kitchen is even more significant. It represents the wealth and vitality of the household. The energy that flows in and around the kitchen can profoundly affect both physical health and financial well-being. However, when the kitchen is situated under a beam, it can bring with it a set of challenges that can have both psychological and financial consequences. Picture someone cooking beneath a heavy, low-hanging beam. While the kitchen itself might be well-designed and functional, the presence of the beam above can introduce a sense of oppression and constraint. The beam creates a physical and energetic burden that, over time, can affect the person cooking in the space. The weight of the beam symbolizes a heavy energy that can cause stress and discomfort, leading to mental fatigue, frustration, and a sense of being weighed down. This oppressive energy does not just impact the individual but can ripple throughout the family dynamic. It can lead to disagreements, irritability, and a sense of being stuck or stagnant. In feng shui, this is referred to as oppressed wealth. The beam cuts off the flow of positive, abundant energy, making it harder for financial stability to be maintained. This translates into struggles with money, career difficulties, or unexpected financial setbacks. Additionally, the presence of such a beam can also negatively affect health. The energy above the kitchen can have a draining effect, leading to illnesses or a sense of constant exhaustion within the household. The psychological impact of cooking under a beam can be significant. Over time, the individual might experience a sense of pressure while preparing meals, making the kitchen a less inviting and more stressful environment. This stress may carry over into family life, making meal times less enjoyable and further contributing to disagreements and tension. Advice: if you find your kitchen located under a beam, there are several feng shui remedies you can employ to reduce its oppressive energy and restore balance to your home. One simple but effective solution is to hang a chandelier or a light decorative item beneath the beam. This helps to shift the energy and create a more pleasant and harmonious atmosphere. The soft lighting and aesthetic beauty of the chandelier can help diffuse the heavy energy, providing both visual and energetic relief. You can also consider placing plants or other light, uplifting decor in the kitchen to further counterbalance the oppressive feeling of the beam. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Another approach is to rearrange the kitchen layout if possible, moving major cooking elements away from the beam. If a full renovation is not feasible, small changes like using a curtain or fabric to drape over the beam can help soften its energy. It's important to remember that feng shui is about creating balance, so even small adjustments can make a meaningful difference in both the emotional and physical well-being of those who live in the space. 4. Houses with roads directly leading to the front door. Houses with roads directly leading to the front door may initially appear convenient and easy to find, offering an accessible route and a straightforward path to the home. However, in feng shui, this layout is considered highly unfavorable due to the way energy, or qi, flows through the environment. A road that points directly at the front door is likened to an arrow aimed straight at the heart of the home, bringing with it intense, disruptive energy. This form of energy, often referred to as sha qi, is seen as harsh and negative, carrying with it a variety of potential misfortunes. The presence of such a road can lead to a range of difficulties for the inhabitants of the home. Families living in these houses often experience financial troubles, such as unexpected losses or disputes, as well as interpersonal conflicts, like frequent arguments or misunderstandings. The house may feel chaotic or unsettled, with a sense of tension or unease permeating the environment. In some cases, residents may also experience health problems or feel mentally and emotionally drained, as the constant influx of negative energy can take a toll on overall well-being. To counteract the negative effects of a road that leads directly to the front door, feng shui recommends a variety of solutions. If moving to a new location is not an option, one practical approach is to create a barrier in front of the home to block the flow of negative energy. This can be done by planting greenery, such as shrubs, trees, or tall plants, to form a natural shield. A well-placed fence or decorative screen can also serve to deflect the negative energy before it reaches the door. In addition to physical barriers, some people choose to place symbolic objects, like wind chimes or crystals, near the entrance to further redirect the energy and restore balance. Ultimately, the goal is to create a peaceful, harmonious environment that promotes the well-being and prosperity of the family. By using feng shui techniques to block or redirect the negative energy brought in by a road facing directly toward the home, the household can regain its sense of stability and peace, allowing for smoother, more harmonious relationships and a greater sense of overall contentment. So, what have you learned from today's video? We've explored some valuable life principles that can guide us toward better health, happiness, and family harmony. But the real question is, which of these teachings will you start practicing today? Take a moment to reflect on one thing that stood out to you, and let us know in the comments below what change you plan to make in your life. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more insightful videos. Let's continue this journey together toward a peaceful, healthy, and joyful life.